Hello and welcome to Lily de Silva, Lesson 7, exercises for translation from English into Pali, and we'll follow the usual procedure that you see here on the shared screen. Now I'll unshare the screen and, as usual, try to follow this as a purely oral exercise. One look, for those of you who are following in the printed book, it's near the bottom of page 25. 1. The lion stands on the rock in the mountain. Siho pabbatasmim pasane tittati. Siho pabbatasmim pasane tittati. Number 2. Thieves enter the house of the teacher. Chora acharyasya nivasam pavisanti. Chora acharyasya nivasam pavisanti. Number 3. Children run from the road to the sea with friends. Daraka mittehi saddhim maggamha samuddam dhavanti. Daraka mittehi saddhim maggamha samuddam dhavanti. Those of you who are looking at the key, note that there's a typo in line 3. Samuddam, it's written with a double M. It's only a single M. Samuddam, not samuddam. Samuddam. Number 4. Uncle's oxen wander on the road. Matulasagona magge ahindanti. Matulasagona magge ahindanti. 5. Birds sit on the tree. Sakuna rukkhe nisidanti. Sakuna rukkhe nisidanti. 6. The ox hits the goat with its foot. That's how you literally say it in Pali. In English we'd normally say just the ox kicks the goat. Guno padena ajampaharati. Guno padena ajampaharati. 7. Jackals live on the mountain. Sigala pabbate vasanti. Sigala pabbate vasanti. The king worships the feet of the Buddha with his ministers. Bhupalo amachehi saddhim buddhassa pade vandati. Bhupalo amachehi saddhim buddhassa pade vandati. Those of you who are following the printed key will see that the verb is in the plural at the end, vandanti. This is strictly speaking not correct because it's the king, singular, Bhupalo, is worshipping Bhupalo vandati, but it's several people doing it. So strictly speaking, it should be the king is doing it with the ministers, but you do sometimes see by not strictly grammatically orthodox way, you could use a plural if it's the king with his ministers are doing something. A bit like in English, the king with his ministers are worshipping the Buddha's feet. It's more, you might just about get away with that because you're talking about a plural, but strictly speaking, the subject of the sentence is the singular bhupalo. So strictly speaking, it should be vandati in the singular. 9. The uncle sleeps on the bed with his son. Matulo puttena saha manche sayati. Matulo puttena saha manche sayati. 10. The fisherman eats rice in the house of the farmer. Divaro kasakasigehe bhattam bhunjati. 11. The king's horses live in the island. Bhupalas assa deepasmin vasanti. Bhupalas assa deepasmin vasanti. 12. The virtuous man brings a lamp for the hermit. Sappuriso tapasaya deepam aharati. Alternatively, because we have the alternative dative here, Sappuriso tapasassa deepam aharati. 13. The doctor brings a garment to the teacher's house. Vejo acharyasya geham sartakam aharati. Vejo acharyasya geham sartakam aharati. And also it would have been correct to put the two accusatives the other way round. You could equally well have said Vejo sartakam acharyasya geham aharati. 14. The monkey plays with a dog on the rock. Vanaro sonena saha pasanasmim kilati. Alternatively, makkato sonena saha pasanasmim kilati. 15. The garment falls on the farmer's body. Sartako kasakasakayasmim patati. Sartako kasakasakayasmim patati. 16. The hunter carries arrows in a basket. Luddako pitakasmim sare harati. Luddako pitakasmim sare harati. Equally correct to have put pitaka in the instrumental. Luddako pitakena sare harati. If you use the locative as here, as given in the key, Luddako pitakasmim sare harati, the pitakasmim locative, it suggests more the location. It has overall the same meaning. The use of the locative suggests or emphasizes more the location of the arrows. The arrows are in the basket. Whereas if you use the instrumental, you'd be emphasizing more the means by which the hunter is carrying the arrows. So petekena sere harati means he's carrying the arrows with a basket, using the basket to carry the arrows. And linguistically, both are equally correct, with a slight and even unimportant difference of emphasis. 17. Disciples of the Buddha assemble in the monastery. Buddhassa savaka vihare sannipatanti. Buddhassa savaka vihare sannipatanti. 18. The washerman washes the garments of the ministers. Rajako amachanam satake dhovati. Rajako amachanam satake dhovati. 19. Birds fly in the sky. Sakuna akase uppatanti. Sakuna akase uppatanti. 20. The virtuous man comes out of the sea together with the sailor. Sappuriso navikena saddhim samuddamha uttarati. Sappuriso navikena saddhim samuddamha uttarati. 21. Deities are pleased with the Buddha's disciples. Deva buddhassa savakesu pasidanti. Deva buddhassa savakesu pasidanti. 22. Merchants cross the sea together with sailors. Vanija navikehi saha samuddantaranti. Vanija navikehi saha samuddantaranti. 23. The good man protects the dog from the serpent. Sappuriso sappamaha kukuran rakhati. Sappuriso sappamaha kukuran rakhati. 24. Crows fly from trees in the mountain. Kaka pabbatamhi rukhehi uppatanti. Kaka pabbatamhi rukhehi uppatanti. 25. The pig pulls a fish from the fisherman's basket. Varaho dhivarasa pitakasma macham akadhati. Varaho dhivarasa pitakasma macham akadhati. 26. The light of the sun falls on the men in the world. Suryasa aloko loke manussesu patati. Suryasa aloko loke manussesu patati. 27. Deities go through the sky. Deva akasena gacchanti. Alternatively, Sura akasena gacchanti. In this sentence, you see akasena, the key puts akasa in the instrumental, suggesting the means of travel. It would have been equally correct to say akase gacchanti or akase charanti. Maybe there's a slight difference of emphasis. If you say akase gacchanti or akase charanti, it just means that's where they move about. They move about in the sky. Akasena gacchanti means they suggest that they're going somewhere by sky rather than by road. There's just a slight hint of that. 28. Children play with the dog on the road. Daraka kukurena saddhim magge kiranti. Daraka kukurena saddhim magge kiranti. Note again here the difference in locative magge and instrumental maggena. If it were, for example, children are running along the road with the dog, it would be Daraka kukurena saddhim maggena dhavanti, because that is indicating the means that they're using to get from one place to another, the maggena, as their instrument, the way they're traveling. Here it's just they're playing in the road. It's just a pure locative. The emphasis is on where they are rather than the means they're using to get somewhere, which is why it's magge kilanti, just they play in the road. 29. The wicked man drags a monkey from the tree. Asappuriso rukhamha vanram akadhati. Asappuriso rukhamha vanram akadhati. Number 30. The king's messenger gets down from the horse. Bhupalasa duto asamha uruhati. Bhupalasa duto asamha uruhati. And that concludes Lesson 7, the English to Pali exercises.